set, yeah.
Starting winners, if you win a single set, you are a top 8 placer and you are going to the finals. That's it. You're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, winning that set is going to be a lot easier if you're the first seed, because in theory, you're going to be fighting a much easier opponent compared to some of the, I mean, we've got players like Plup here, players like Johnny. You know, you're not going to want, I mean, the way Johnny tore up that first pool he was in, you definitely would rather play somebody else, I'm thinking. So,
right.
Yeah, there's some very real stakes here.
Yeah.
All right, SFAT versus Fiction.
Yeah, starting off on Dreamland. And SFAT with a very good start, but wasn't able to finish that edge guard. Fiction now with an edge guard opportunity of his own, but great angle from SFAT. And then what a slide off on that tech, too.
Yeah.
But Fiction gets a pickup. Okay. Yeah, I like that option from Fiction. If he had gone for a down air or something like that, probably would have been techable on SFAT's end. Gets that shine before SFAT even gets to the stage to prevent any kind of techable option from happening. Okay. Good start from both players. Ooh. Oh, wow. The latest get-up attack works out for SFAT there.
Man, SFAT doing a good job making himself tough to edge guard. Okay. What can he get here? That was a nice recovery from Fiction. Double jumping high. Keeping the option on the table of always maybe doing an up B. Oh, but there it is. Wow, what a shine.
Yeah.
Crazy little shine there.
That's the tough thing for Falco is when he gets shined off stage, he's almost always dead. He just doesn't have enough distance on his recovery to make it back, whereas Fox sometimes could in the Ditto. Falco is usually just dead.
Yeah, you've got to be very careful there. Like, if you get shined near the ledge, if you bounce on the stage, you know, and you kind of pop up, then you're usually fine. But if you're jumping in the air, or if you get comboed into that spot with like a nair that pops you up so they can shine you such that you just fly kind of downward at that angle and you don't get to bounce on the stage, that's when you're in a lot of trouble. And that's what happened to Fiction right there. That's when he went just so low. So you got to be careful. I think with Falco in the corner, if your back is to the wall in the Fox matchup, you got to be very careful. When am I actually going to jump? If I jump into a shine or a move that can combo the shine, could be lights out.
Right.
Even with your jump.
Yeah, very, very scary spot for Falco. Oh, nice little combo from Fiction. Wow, what a bait there on that full jump. Gets SFAT to throw out a move, punishes with the shine after it's over, but not quite able to follow up after that.
Oh, that's going to do it. Wow, Rising Dare.
Yeah.
That's not taking a page out of Falco's book with that edge guard.
Yeah.
That was actually amazing.
That was
exactly
smart from SFAT,
Falco.
I think he was initially thinking of going for the shine, but realized he just wasn't in good position for it, was a little late on it, and decides to just kind of rinse and repeat option there where he forces another up B from Falco, one that he has time to actually jump out and shine. Smart stuff.
Oh, he was looking for that double jump again. Didn't quite get the dare.
Oh.
Calculated neutral from both players right now. Gets the knock
Not
on
one.
SFAT. Oh, good reactions.
Oh, wow. And yeah, SFAT actually able to get out there in time, catch the startup of the side B. Hard to do.
Hard to do without getting side B spike, let me tell you, a gazillion times. I'm always impressed when people cover side B off stage on reaction. I think it's, in theory, you just do it every time, but in practice, you see a lot of side B spikes in that spot. If you've watched Melee for more than a little while, you know a lot could go wrong right there. Even right there, right? SFAT he was over the stage, but he definitely caught the side B and got sent out of his edge guard.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Ooh.
Ouch. Yeah, Fiction.
Yeah.
Having trouble keeping with SFAT's pace right now, it feels like. SFAT sort of dictating things.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be. And I think one of the keys, too, is that when Fiction does get openings, gets that kill there, but Fiction has been able to get some decent combos, some nice 30, 40, 50% combos, but he's really not turning them into edge guards or turning them into kills as often as Falco kind of needs to do in this matchup.
Man.
Ooh, nice.
For him. Yeah, and SFAT isn't really he isn't going that that hard with his combos either. You know, he's cutting them relatively short, just taking, you know, 3-4 hit combos, and then take stage position, etc. Rinse, repeat. But that's looking like enough, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, with the way SFAT's playing, he's winning neutral most of the time. So, you know, if neither player is going 0 to death with their conversions, then that favors SFAT for the most part. Okay. All right, goes for a back. I thought he might go for Shine Up B there. Haven't seen Fiction use that option too much. Okay.
Classic Fiction forward tilt. Ooh.
Okay. Catches him on the platform. Good read from Fiction. Oh, man. What a call out from SFAT.
Yeah, that double jump read was gnarly. Oh, my God.
And, yeah.
SFAT.
Looking solid. Yeah, 2 Shine Bear conversions in those last couple stocks from SFAT.
Punishing him.
Yeah. We'll see if we get Battlefield again.
Yeah, this is a just kind of a mainstay, you know, of high level spacey sets at this point. We've seen so many Fox Falco sets where it's just Battlefield.
Right. Okay.
Wow, what a great ledge dash from SFAT. I remember SFAT, of the top Fox players, he was definitely one of the last Foxes to get really, really clean with his ledge dashes, but, you know, they say it's not a race. They say it's not a race. And, you know, here he is to this day, you know, and I'll say, for my book, you know, today, probably one of the best ledge dashers, just with the way his practice regimen is. And, yeah, do not challenge my man's gallant.
Yeah. He's got a lot of it.
On there.
Ooh, again. Okay. Fiction gets to the edge. See if he gets any other opportunities on the stock. Fiction really likes using that Falco Nair in kind of unexpected scenarios. You would almost always expect a down air. Oh, wow. Gets Battlefielded, does SFAT, so that works out really well for Fiction. And I like the idea from Fiction a lot. He got this soft hit, and he just immediately started his up B, knowing that was his only chance of survival because he put himself in kind of a risky spot. Managed to find a way to kind of save it, you know, with that early up B, and then obviously it was fortunate for him that SFAT got Battlefielded, but still just a smart decision from Fiction regardless.
Right. At the spot he was in, he just had to focus on himself. Focus on yourself, King.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, whoa, run all the way in down tilt. Crazy. A lot of side B to ledge from both these players this set. Side B to ledge again. Can we get one more? Okay, no, he did double jump that time.
Okay, he's gonna have his jump.
There's always this temptation in high level sets where you, even if an option's been working, again, side B to ledge. Even if an option's been working, you always want side B to ledge. Even if an option's been working, you always want to see he mixes it up, even though he really didn't have to. And that's actually what happened last time. You're always like, well, they're gonna, but it's been working, so they're gonna cover it this time because my opponent's a good player. They're gonna make the adaptation, and so you almost over adapt to where like they really haven't started covering that option yet, but you feel like they might. Yeah, all of those up Bs were like, he's gonna cover the side B this time. I better up B.
Right.
And then they actually covered the up B, and it's like, should have just side B the ledge.
It's really, really difficult to kind of just continuously use the same option, even if your opponent's not covering it. You're like, at some point they have to, right? It just feels feels scrubby, right? To just continue. It feels scrubby,
it feels wrong.
But if it's working, then you know, maybe not a bad call.
It's a tough call to make for sure. It's a tough call to make. That was clutch. Fiction just like almost lost control of his water bottle there, but he clutch boxed it.
Yeah, no,
rolled out too far out of the way.
From Fiction.
Good tech chase, yeah. Clean reaction.
On the board, and FD. So this is, I feel like this gets overblown a little bit in terms of how much of a Fox advantage stage it is. Obviously, Fox has the advantage. He's got the 0 to death chain grabs, but Falco has basically 0 to death combos. I mean, they're not guaranteed like chain grabs are, but they're pretty damn easy. Like, you know, there's no platforms to interrupt them. Falco can very, very effectively 0 to death Fox, even though it's not quite as guaranteed.
Yeah, and, you know, I've heard some There's some high-level discourse these days that are like, maybe the chain grab isn't as guaranteed as we thought. With you have to go in the up tilt at some point, and people have started smash the eye up on the up tilt, where you can't combo an up tilt into another up tilt, and then you have to get creative with your aerials, and then it kind of turns into any other combo. So, I do see it, and hey, right now, man, Fiction is just controlling things.
Yeah, the part of the thing about it too is it's going to be a lot easier for Falco to get any number of like 6 or 7 different moves that'll start a combo than it is for Fox to get specifically a grab. You know what I mean? Fox needs a grab specifically to start his chain grab usually, and Falco needs anything at all really to start his own 0 to death. So works out nicely. Ooh, nice little soft nair.
Yeah. Of course, you can, just get a knockdown and convert a knockdown into a grab with like a tech chase, but I think the thing about this stage is that sometimes in tournament it feels like Fiction's that wasn't the up air SDI, but the one argument I do kind of give some credence to is I feel like Falco. Maybe this is just my sense here, but I feel like with Fox, when you go to FD, you kind of want to orient the way you're thinking about matchups a little bit differently. You're like playing a little different because you want to over optimize for getting grabs. Whereas with Falco, you're still kind of playing your game. You're kind of playing the same game. You're kind of looking for the same openings that you would on any other stage. So I can definitely see that argument. On the flip side, I also think that with FD, it's easy in tournament for Fox in the sense that you always kind of know what you're looking for. So if you're ever like panicking, like you can slow things down and say, all I need is a grab, all I need is a grab. But, well, it didn't work out for SFAT, and he is actually just going to take him to Yoshi story for this game 5.
Yeah, and I do like the adjustment from SFAT to not go back to FD. I think that's probably the right call here. It's going to be a lot harder for Fiction to get 0 to deaths on a stage like Yoshi's, and again, I mean, we talked about earlier in the set, if it comes down to just who's winning neutral more often, that's probably going to go in SFAT's favor. So he almost wants to nerf the punish game against a player like Fiction.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, these shines.
Yeah. Nice down smash, and he scoots back to try to cover a high angle, but SFAT just not giving it to him. Recovered to the ledge.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
This
Gets
game
that
5,
forward smash.
as close as it can get right now.
Yeah.
These 2 players.
Okay. Wow, what a
Pick him
pickup.
off stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought Fiction might just go for the edge hog, but decides to throw out a shine. Oh, not quite close enough for that forward smash.
Man, it is gnarly that games 1 and 2, like, it kind of looked like SFAT was going to win the whole time. Games 3 and 4 looked like Fiction was going to win the whole time. And this game 5, I have no idea what's happening. Yeah. I have no idea who's got the advantage right now. This is so neck and neck.
Super back and forth.
Oh, you didn't realize he wasn't at crouch cancel percent. He's too high percent. That is a percent-specific technique.
Indeed it is. SFAT with another good angle. Those have been solid all day.
I'm loving Fiction's drift as he comes off these platforms.
Oh.
Poor DI there. He was drifting away. SFAT. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's going to get KO'd. He got to the ledge, but then he was a little bit antsy.
Yeah.
On the stage.
Oh, man. SFAT just getting so much extra credit here, and just loving the patience on the neutral from SFAT, right? This is one of those spots where a lot of players would be like, oh, well, I got a basic... Oh!
Wow.
Rough way to end, but great stuff from SFAT, who took that really back and forth game 5 and kind of turned it into a rout all of a sudden.
Yeah, SFAT would just kind of stand there sometimes. The patience was great. I thought his neutral was... It's hard to deal with as Falco, where a lot of your gameplay versus Fox is like you want to catch them coming in, because Fox is so fast. You have to do a lot of things preemptively in the matchup, right? But as soon as they throw off your rhythm or throw off their own rhythm, really, all of a sudden, the things that were working a second ago, suddenly you're just kind of swinging at thin air. And yeah, great stuff to SFAT there.